Hello everybody watching! So, hi, we totally didn't do this before, for like 6 minutes before I realised that I'm an idiot and I didn't record my volume, so welcome to round 2 of trying to start this shit up. Welcome to Dungeon Bits. We are going to be playing the one-shot that I kind of mentioned before, kind of promised, Goblin Quest, except with a bit of a twist. For this Christmassy one-shot for the Jingle Jam, we're going to play Elf Quest. It's literally the same game, except with Christmas elves, instead of disgusting goblins. I mean, we're probably going to be disgusting elves still, but let's meet those disgusting elves. We have myself at the top here, as you can see at the bottom. I am playing, I guess, the elven clan, The Wet. We are animal husbandry peoples, dealing with reindeers and gelding them. And the next person down here is Frostbite. Quite an epic name. This is Frost. Do you want to say... No, Frost, help me. This is Fox, sorry. Do you want to say hello?
I am Fox. I'm playing Clan Frostbite. We are excellent at not blending in. And,
Does that mean that you're very, like bright, or are you wearing...
No, quite the opposite. We are the not bright colored elves. We're sort of exchange students from Krampus. We all have very sharp teeth, and I may or may not be holding a bag of teeth. My parents were tooth fairies. We don't talk about it.
I see. And next we have the Unimportant. Bit of a sad nickname. You are playing a bunch of elves who are gift wrappers, which is a pretty core role in the factory of gift wrapping and elves and Santa's grotto. So who are you? And you're playing the Unimportant. Snow, do you want to say hello?
Hello. Yes, we are gift wrappers. We are treated like the redheaded stepchildren of Santa's workshop.
I think this might suggest what we're going to do later. Ignore this at the top. And at the bottom we have With the Wind. Again, another epic surname. Paul, do you want to say hello? You're playing a bunch of elves who do what?
Hello. Yes, we are master builders of toilets. Best toilets in the world.
I like that, because it means that you deal with a specific thing very well, rather than try to jack of all trades, do a multitude of toys shittily.
Exactly.
Like cheap knockoff things. You're very good at toilets, it's good. Does that involve, like, bowl, seat, system, everything?
Most of the time.
Most of the time?
Most of the time. Sometimes we deal with, we'll deal with some, like, random molds for special people, because, we got some pretty big behinds ourselves, so, we need some special toilets just for ourselves,
I see, yes, your elves have, like, a big old badonkadonk, so you need some custom fit toilets.
Yeah.
For custom fit ass.
Yeah, we gotta be comfy.
So, with those clutches of elves, and each of us in Goblin Quest / Elf Quest, we play a clutch of 5 goblins / elves each. So, in these clutches, we'll all kind of have a similar theme about us. That's why we have different names, different family heirlooms, different shticks, and of course, what we deal with as our expertise. And in Goblin Quest, a part of the game, so I left this in as opposed to doing it behind the scenes and deciding it, we're going to decide together what we're going to do as our main quest. We did decide this before, in this instance, with a dice roll, so are we happy to move on with the goal, of course, this Christmas for the elves to unionize, or have we had any further ideas to change up this idea?
I'm down for any other open ideas. I had one for going after Santa's ED medication, because
of course, he's an old man.
Mrs. Claus needs to get hers, and he deserves to get his as well. They work really hard.
But he doesn't. Well, he works hard.
I hope he's not working while he's hard.
Ooh, yeah, don't want to get that trapped in like a machine. So, are we going to go for the quest of unionize, or have we got another idea? Unionize or forever hold your pieces?
Yeah, why not? We gotta unionize gotta get ourselves the fuck out of servitude.
We deserve to get paid for what we do.
Now, here's the thing. In the whole, not law, I guess, but the whole idea in Goblin Quest that lays out at the beginning, in the book, it kind of mentions that goblins in Goblin Quest, they don't live very long. Like, they might live a week as, like, their lifespan, because they either die in hilarious ways, or they're not sure whether it's a life expectancy thing, but during that week, goblins try to get up to all kinds of mischief. And in this scenario, we're not sure whether elves live a long time, like Lord of the Rings elves and D&D elves, or they just get up to mischief similarly and end up dying. So there's quite a lot of replenishment in the elf society in Santa's workshop. I'm imagining the elves from that one grim Family Guy episode. They all inbred elves or something. So, in part of that, we want to unionize. You said stage 1, we should go for negotiations, of course. Start things off with negotiations.
That would be the best way to start. We don't want to get aggressive right at the beginning.
You know, the umbrella term of negotiations. We'll get into the steps later, but in parts of, stage 2, what comes after negotiations? What's stage 2 in that process?
Picketing, or what do you call that?
Striking.
There you go.
Yeah, going on strike.
Yeah, we're striking.
Nice, okay. So stage 3, sorry.
You should.
After picketing.
We should do like how many? Should we riot and then picket? So it's more.
No, picket then riot. Oh, I mean,
Picket then riot.
Okay.
Finish off with a bang.
Yeah.
Burn the place down.
Nice. Okay, so now we've decided the umbrella things of negotiation. We tried, we went on strike, and then we really tried with a riot. So, with all this set in place, I'll get rid of that. We know it's stage 1 now. We need to basically get even more granular and work up the 3 steps of each part. So, negotiations, step 1, 2, and 3. What would these be? This is a question we all need to ask ourselves if we want fair balance in the workplace. Step 1, the very first step in negotiations.
communication.
Yeah, we need
Terms
to.
and
We need.
conditions.
Established communications. Yeah, and then the
Yeah.
conditions. Yeah.
It sounds very spy-like, right? That's not how you spell communications. Or is it in this country? I don't know. It might be on American English. That's something I do. So, negotiations, established communications. Then these next steps, what do we need?
Set terms. Or offer terms.
Excellent. I think this might be the most, business-like. But of course it ends this way, so it's excellent. So established
funnier.
communications, offer terms, and,
Counteroffer.
Yeah, counter offer.
Excellent. Is it going to tell me that I'm wrong? Okay, no. Okay, so after that kind of goes its course, whether it succeeds or fails. Going on strike, step 1. I guess we can kind of guess how that's going to go for step 1, but what do we think? Making the signs, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Or
We can.
getting the materials to make the signs, making the signs, and then actually doing the strike. Maybe.
That sounds good.
Let's organize. Picket, I guess. Strike. Organize strike.
It sounds ridiculous that we're even going so making an entire step for getting materials or making signs, but just the way this game goes, it can lead to madness regardless. And then what was the last part? Actually going on strike? Yeah, we'll just put actually going on strike. Okay. And the last stage, the 3 steps we need to establish of rioting. And it makes sense, I guess, this is the hardest one, the hardest difficulty that we need to deal with. So steps 3 in this rioting gig.
Pay off politician.
Ooh, we're going that far. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
I can't. God, why am I typing? Okay, pay off politicians. Step 2 after they're in our pocket. I think the question is, where does this end? And then we might know an in-between point.
I think it ends with everything being burnt to the ground.
Burn the grotto.
Burn it
Down. Excellent. And our middle step, okay, so we've paid off the politicians. It ends with burning the grotto down. Looting?
I think it just goes with rioting, or I don't know. Do we want to loot then burn it down, or do we want to just burn it down?
That is true. How much of a statement do we want to make?
I think it's looting.
Unionizers should go. What?
I think it's looting, and then I'll deal with that. I'm really happy that you being in charge of the reindeer, you're on our side because they can't deliver presents without those reindeer. We really have an ace in the back pocket kind of thing.
So are we happy with this?
Ace up the sleeve. I said back pocket.
You would put your back pocket.
I said it like an 8 ball in the corner pocket in my head. I meant to say that you're the ace in the sleeve.
Nice.
An ace in the ace.
Whoa.
An ace in my ace.
After a bit of a look-see, do we think this is good? Are we happy with this? I'm happy with the ending being so vigorous.
I just imagine us walking away and lighting a match and tossing it behind us and walking into the camera and just watching it explode.
Yeah, we need to find the elf that makes sunglasses so we can walk away while, not looking at it.
That's CSI elf. Yeah.
So, with all this set out, the next step is to roll a d3, which you'll notice is not a dice that exists, or at least the standard dice. Instead, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to roll a d3, and we increase the DR by 2 for whichever step it lands on. And as to what the difficulty is, it's always funny to do it, or at least discover what the difficulty is when it comes to doing it. And you'll find out what happens when it comes to it. So the first one, let's roll a dice.
You mean you're rolling a d4?
A d6.
6. Okay.
Because then you just half it. So we increase this middle point by 2 to 5. So apparently, in offer terms, something's going to go wrong. In the next stage, that one again. When we're making the signs, something goes wrong. And then our last stage. Oh god, this one could get political, right? So in the last stage, burning the grotto down, something bad happens, which causes difficulty. And of course, as we said before, but for anyone who doesn't get it, our goal essentially is to reduce all of these numbers down to 0. So we're going to go step by step and reduce it from 3, 5, 3, whatever it is, down to 0 until we get to our end point. And hopefully we don't all die along the way. So
Let's change grotto to workshop. Grotto is just a cave, man.
True.
a caveman.
Sometimes a caveman, not a cave.
Yeah, Santa's
sometimes
workshop.
including water, like. So we don't want Santa living in a cave.
Yeah.
say
Santa's a cave
grotto?
dweller. Okay.
Santa's
Might be after
workshop.
this.
Like we have
You never say grotto?
we say grotto for things that are grotto means cave. It's just a hole.
For us, we say like Santa's grotto, which means it's like if it's like a mall Santa and they've set out the whole scene as opposed to just a guy sitting.
Is it a cave?
No, we don't make a cave. Like we'll have people
Like
make like, an
Santa's
entire
village.
actual shack and stuff. Like a house with a decorated scene outside, so the kids can like have the full experience. But it's always just fenced off and inside a mall, so it's like, huh.
I don't know. Like out here, like we have Ariel's grotto. If you want to take a picture of the Ariel at like Disneyland, it's like it's made to look like an underwater cave because that's what grotto means. If it's Santa related, we have Santa's village or workshop or cottage. Like stuff like that, or there's like a little gingerbread house or like a little cottage behind him.
Or a cottage cheese house, yes.
We can't burn down a cave.
Not with that attitude.
Work out,
No, not with that attitude. Come on.
okay, fine. We can make hot chocolate Molotovs.
Napalm.
Okay, so shall we begin? And also, normally there isn't an initiative, but I played it before, and it kind of went weird when we just went, right, who's going next? And we all kind of stared at each other like, I guess I don't want to go next because I have a negative on my roll, but, we'll work it out. So, as a bit of a preview, we're all going to roll a d6 when we want to do anything, and the results are as follows, but I'll remind you when it comes to it. If you roll a 1 or a 2, you gain an injury, which means that you cross off one of your 2 hit points as an elf. If you roll a 3, something bad happens, which causes a -1 to be applied to the next person's roll. If you roll a 4, something good happens, which gives a +1 to the next person's roll. And on a 5 or a 6, it's a success. So, 2 out of 6 of those options, it's a success. But also, 2 out of 6 of those options is just straight up you losing one of your 2 hit points on your elf. So, oh god. Now it comes to this whole thing where I have to be the pseudo GM/player, and now we're going to unionize. So, as me going first, step 1, establish communications. We need to bring this 3 down to a 0. And I need to use my skills of, I forget. Yes, animal husbandry. I have a family heirloom of Gudolf's nose, which of course is the precursor to Rudolph. And, there was that winter in 1986. It got real cold and we had to burn his corpse for warmth. And my noteworthy mark is delicious smelling. So I think for establishing communications as an elf, oh god, using those skills, how can I help? So I guess I'm going to walk up to I guess like there's a full scene of us banding together, thinking we need to do something about this. Then all 20 of us, I guess, walk up to, oh god, I guess like the line manager. And I stand up there, put a box down, stand on that box and go, right, let's get this sorted out. We want to arrange a meeting to have all this discussed. Things are bullshit round here. We're dying every day. There's people dying and we have to fucking throw the corpses in the bin every other day. It's disgusting. We need to get things sorted out. And I'm not going to use a skill. I'm just going to roll a d6 and see what happens. That's a 1. So I gain an injury. So I walk up to the guy, walk up to our line manager, ask for a bit of a change because things are bad, working conditions are bad, and I guess he just punches me square in the face. But unfortunately, because I failed that roll, it's now passed over to you. I've just been punched by the line manager. I gained an injury. I tried to open a conversation. Didn't go well.
Oh my goodness.
What do you want to do?
Can I punch him back?
You can. Okay.
I think he went out of the way to hit the little guy, and I'm going to stick up for the little guy. That's why we're here to unionize.
Exactly. Okay.
You guys might not have ever unionized, but I have because I'm part of Krampus's original crew. You ever hear of the Dark Ages?
So are you going to make a roll with a skill, or is it just you're going to punch the guy back? And by skill, I mean one of your like heirlooms, expertises, and your other thing, or establishing feature. Like noteworthy feature.
I'm the one that doesn't blend in, so you're gonna notice me, I guess, if I'm gonna run up and punch you in the gut. You know what I mean?
You want them to see you coming.
I don't care if they see me coming.
When you roll a skill, you roll 2d6s.
Okay.
And it means you have twice the chance to succeed, but twice the chance to fail also. So if you want to use a skill, you absolutely can. If you want to not blend in, you absolutely can.
Yeah, but I'm not very good at blending in. I think that's the opposite of stealth. So I'm gonna be like, hey, the whole point of this is not to go after the little guy, so I'm just gonna throw a punch back.
Nice. Make a d6 roll with 2d6s.
Alright, so first one's a 2.
That's an injury. And the next one?
Next one's a 5? 5.
A 5, okay. So you gain an injury, meaning that first elf has lost a hit point, one of its 2 hit points, and we've gained a success, meaning that this first point has went down to 2. So I guess in establishing communications, how does this punch back on the line manager move us forward?
He's definitely suspended me for that. So now I don't get any pay, along with my clan.
Oh.
That means more work for the guys that are trying to unionize. So I don't know if that's definitely a loss on our part.
And also as well, how did you gain your injury?
Oh, he definitely threw a kick when he saw me coming.
He gives a preemptive kick, you knocked him down, guy's flat on the ground.
Definitely landed one on the gooch on the way down.
Nice. That gooch is successfully destroyed. So, to move on to the unimportant clan, you've just witnessed 2 elves getting punched, the line manager has been punched. How are you going to work on establishing communications?
I think I'm gonna request the CEO. I want to talk to the big dude.
Is there any skill you're using, or is it just 1d6? See how it goes.
I'm just gonna roll a d6.
Excellent. Roll that thing.
That's a 4.
That means something good happens. So you request to see the CEO, and that means that Paul, you'll gain a +1. So nothing happens in terms of like moving towards our progression in these numbers, but you give Paul a bonus. So asking for the CEO, how does that help us? I guess it literally does. Moves closer towards communications.
Santa's gonna come down and see that one of his line managers is knocked out, and we're ready to kick this union off. We're serious about it.
Ooh, excellent. So in that case, Paul, what's your plan here? We've got 2 people. Well, we've got 2 people down. Santa's coming down. We can hear the footsteps coming. He's getting concerned about what's going down. You have a bonus of +1 to your roll. What are you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna tell Santa that things need to change around here. Bad things are gonna keep happening.
Ooh. Is there any skill as a threat you're using there, or is it just roll the d6?
Yeah, we're gonna roll, but we're gonna roll. Yeah, we'll roll to see how that interaction is gonna go. I guess, right?
Okay, roll a d6. You have a +1.
Rolled a deuce, 2.
A 2. Oh, okay. So upon rolling a 2, you actually You avoided an injury because of that +1. However, something bad happens as a result, which gives me a -1 to my roll.
Ooh.
So I guess you asked Santa, we're going to step this up, and I guess like Santa in his tyrannical way, which has been popular, Coca-Cola has made him this very jolly guy. Santa just looked down, and his wrath is looking upon us, and this is going to get harder for me, I guess, as I try to convince. I will stand back up with one, black eye.
Yeah, what he said. Things are going to get bad if you don't buck up your ideas, buddy.
And I'm going to roll a d6. There's no skill. I'm just going to do it. That's a 1.
Oh no.
So I guess, I'm standing there. I, go up to Santa, proper, prod his shin, right, you better sort this shit out. And he just, stamps on me and crushes me like an accordion, and I'm dead. So that's one of my goblins gone.
Oh no.
Oh, well.
I shouldn't have bossed up to Santa, but I should.
I don't know if that Coca-Cola made him jolly. I think it made him smug and mob boss-like.
Oh my god, he's got too big for his own boots. We're keeping the law that he's got ED. That's definitely still in there.
I was going to say, I'm still going to stick with it. I'm pretty sure he can't find his meds to get hard. I'd be pissed off too if I couldn't get it up.
Oh, is that your role? You're going to
call him out on his shit? I don't know.
Oh, publicly as well. Everyone hears it. You gotta.
We can just run a smear campaign about how he can't get it up and satisfy Mrs. Claus.
Oh my god, all those posters in my head look fantastic. You spreading rumors. Is there any skill you're adding on to it?
Spreading rumors. Well, I work for Krampus, so it comes naturally for me to be a little bit sinister.
Okay. I will, we'll go with 2d6 then, if you want to.
How could he spread Christmas cheer if he can't satisfy his lady? There's nobody happy in that relationship, and neither we or he are going to feel good about this outcome.
Agreed.
So, roll a d6, or 2 if you think that you're applying a skill.
I'm going to go with 2. Let's roll 2 here. That's a 4.
Okay, something good happens.
And that is a 5. Let's go.
Oh my god, so... that smear campaign, absolutely groundbreaking work, reducing this to a 1, and we succeed that whole thing. So, the smear campaign goes off without a hitch. All these posters are put up, people are cheering and laughing, jeering at Santa, and something good happens, which means that, Snow, you'll get a +1. So, we've moved up in the world, I guess, there. We've lost the elf in the first bout, but we do have a very successful smear campaign put by the Krampus elf. So, after this humiliation of Santa, what is your next step, do you think?
I think I'm gonna, as the clan of gift wrappers, we're gonna slow down work here, and if you don't want to communicate and meet us on the negotiation table, we're gonna kick this up.
Okay. Do you want to add your skill, because you mentioned about your gift wrapping skills and stuff?
I will.
So do you want to roll 2d6 as opposed to 1? Nice, okay, roll 2d6. And you get a +1 to the first one.
Okay, so the 1 becomes a 2.
Okay, that is unfortunately still an injury.
And then a 3.
A 3, so after that, you lose 1 hit point. I'll put that down as a mark of your 2 hit points, so 1 more, and you'll end up like my first elf. And also, something bad happens, which means that, Paul, you get a -1 on your roll. So what happens there? You try to slow down production. If you don't accept our terms, things are going to go bad. How do you gain an injury in that whole kerfuffle? Oh god, do they send the frighteners round? Yeah, so Snow gets an injury. He gets mob bossed, and some people pull him into an alleyway and just start, beating the fuck out of him.
Kneecapping him and shit.
So... it's your turn next. Unfortunately, you have a -1 to the roll. What are you going to do to break out of this first step?
I'm going to gather all the workers together and, get everyone on the same page and try to get everyone to come at them, not just 1 or 2 people, just a few of us, Get the whole workshop going.
Makes sense, okay. Is there any skill that you can think of, boosting it to 2d6, or do you just want to roll that 1d6?
I could use my skill of, since I'm such a good inventor, I invented these toilets and, we make them so well. I think I could use my skill of persuasion of, knowing people's buttholes,
I have a scan on all of your asses if you don't come along.
That's right.
He knows exactly how everybody's GI tract works out here. Best not to mess
Absolutely.
with them
All
at
right,
all.
so here we go. I'm gonna roll the first.
You do, yeah, -1 on that one.
We rolled a 3, unfortunately.
Okay, so if you rolled a 3, it's a -1 to just an injury.
Okay, and then I got a 6.
That's a success. So we actually beat through the first step. So your idea works.
Let's say I got kind of like some people weren't too happy with me when I was asking them, hey, we should all rise up together, and they just came over and said, we don't want to go with you, we want to work, and they fucking smacked me in the head.
You're getting beat up a lot on this.
But in all of that, we gain a success. We actually, the whole established communications thing, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Like, our word of mouth has passed very far at this point after all the issues that we've sort of taken on. So, in that case then, we move on to step 2 of offer terms. Okay. Oh god, this is me. This is my second elf. He's taken charge now after the first one died. The other guy was a stand-up dude. This guy is, he gets involved in animal husbandry. He's the apprentice. He's the new guy. But he's, the thought work experience in the worst of times. So let's offer some terms. I'm going to establish everyone's things together. I'm going to be like, right,
This guy, he deals with the toilets. This guy, well, I mean, he does the gift wrapping. And, well,
stares very scared at the frostbite elves. If you don't join us, then I'm pretty sure they're going to rip out all of our teeth. So, yeah, maybe we should join this. I'm just going to roll a single d6 with a 5, so we get a success. Okay. So that brings us down to a 4. Moving on to the frostbite elves. In offer terms, what are you going to do? There's no bonus, no negative. What's the next step? Oh, I totally forgot. Okay, so in this step, because it's something goes wrong, who could forget? Can one of you roll me a d6? In fact, I'll just call you out. Snow, can you roll me a d6?
A 3.
Okay, 3. So, what goes wrong? So, it just says the armies of good, but I'm going to flavour that as Santa's, defensive team, I guess, in the North Pole are going to step in. And, Paul, can you roll me another d6?
3.
3. An enemy bombardment hits the camp. Okay, so I guess we're going to say that, the people who are loyal to Santa have really, kicked off now. And while we're offering terms, things are going bad. We're dealing with an active opposition from these, I guess, an aggressive attack from the opposite end. Okay, so, who just went there? Okay, so it's now your turn now, Fox, with your frostbite elves. The other elves have stepped in. They're not happy. They're literally, trying to stop us from unionizing. What are you going to do?
Oh, the elves that are still on his side?
Yes.
Okay, so if Water Boy over here is in charge of the reindeer, I think we should sneak in after dark and take away their only means of transportation of getting toys to the children. It's the biggest side that I could think of that would really halt everything. If we have control of the reindeer, then we have control over everything.
is the next plan to take them, and then our terms is to offer them back? Everything goes smoothly if you just work with us.
Oh, we could take them and make a counterattack.
Oh god, we're gonna attack back?
Yeah.
This sounds crazy.
Okay, so I guess we need to do a steal roll from you to get their stuff.
Alright. I'm just rolling 1.
Is there any skill that you think you can apply with your noteworthy mark, your expertise, and your heirloom?
I do have a bag of teeth from the tooth fairies. Maybe I could help them keep them asleep for longer so we could steal the reindeer by using these teeth and turning them into dust and blowing them in their faces while they sleep.
Is that like sleep dust, ground up teeth?
Apparently it is.
I thought it was to help you with ED. I thought that was the ED medicine, but no, that's fine. So you're going to grind up the teeth. You can make 2d6 if you want to.
Okie dokie. First one's a 5. Alright, that's good.
Excellent. That's a success.
Second one's a 1.
And the next one's a 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case then, the first one's a success because it was a 5, right? Okay, so the first one is a success. We get the stuff that they need. We get the vehicles, so they can't do anything. However, you sustain an injury in that, and I guess the elves catch up to you, and on the way out of this heist, you catch some weapons on the way out. So there is no negative to your next roll, but Snow, what are you going to do now?
I'm gonna start the negotiations here. It's like, hey, we'll give you back your reindeer. We want a livable wage.
Excellent, excellent. Is there any skill, or is it just that D6, baby?
I'm just gonna do the D6.
Do that D6.
Yeah, that's a 1.
Oh, shit, okay.
Oh, damn it.
So, you offer back, and unfortunately, you catch another injury, killing you. So how is it that this elf dies?
He didn't look both ways while crossing the street, and the recently stolen reindeer run him over.
Excellent. Okay. So that didn't go too well. Paul, what's the plan now?
I feel like I'm in trouble here.
We are, but we need your toilet making wisdom.
We gotta give them. An offer they can't refuse.
Ooh.
An unrefusable offer is what I'm gonna roll for here.
What offer is it?
The offer is they get to keep their lives. They give us our wages.
I was gonna say we steal the electrical plugs for the workshop, but I'm all about violence.
Wait.
For nothing.
I'm with thievery though. Hold on. If there's a chance that we could steal that, then I'm with that. Then I don't want to die yet. Okay, yet, but we gotta die someday.
And I might as well go out thieving.
Yeah. So
Resistance.
I go with frostbite, and I say we rob.
Excellent. So, is there any skill that you can apply, or do you think you just got to roll that D6?
No, unfortunately, my poo-poo making skills is not going to apply here.
Unfortunately not. Okay, right.
Unless you can make them be so preoccupied with shitting themselves. Unless you want to steal their toilets.
I could disassemble their toilets.
We could disassemble their toilets and working and not being able to flush at all, and I can spike their food and make them poop endlessly.
Oh, God.
All right, well, then, yeah, I guess maybe we'll roll 1 for the toilet sabotage and 1 for the, what were we stealing? Pipes?
You were going to disassemble their toilets, but I was going to take the power plugs in the workshop.
Oh, you're going to take the power plugs? All right, so I'll go for the toilet disassembly, and we'll roll 2.
I like it. Do that thing.
Like, all the toilets in the whole factory are just going to be not functional.
Go for it. Roll that dice.
All right, first one, 5.
It's a success. It's a success.
Okay.
The toilets are backed up. They can't use them.
And then the second one is a 1.
Oh, shit.
God damn it.
So unfortunately, you successfully steal the... Well, you don't steal the toilets. You successfully block the toilets. Everyone... It's just a river of crap in the workshop. And you're like, right, let's get these plugs. And unfortunately, that leads to your death. Do you want to say how that happens?
Oh, well, see, I was crawling, under one of the toilets, as I was disassembling the last one, and one of the pipes, it burst and sent a wave of water into my mouth and drowned me.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Dysentery water drowned you. But, we did get a success. We lost an elf who drowned in shit water, but we got a success. We're moving closer to our goal, and now we're back up to the top.
He eat the poo-poo.
I think I need to use a skill this time, because I've not used a skill this entire time. You mentioned about stealing their sleighs and their transport stuff and their reindeers. I've got an idea. Now that we have that reindeer, and it resulted in Snow's death, now that we actually have the reindeer, and we're like, if you want them back, how about I rile up those reindeer with my animal husbandry skill, so that if they do get them back, they're really going to need my work still, and therefore they're going to have to lift our wages.
I like your style, water boy.
Thanks, I'm new here. But I'm a master of deception.
Right, I'm going to roll 2d6s, and that's a 1. Okay. So in that, I gain an injury. However, something good happens. So I guess in me well, that makes perfect sense. In me trying to rile up said reindeer, one just kicks me right in the fucking face, and I gain a hole where my nose was. And in that, something good happens, as in the reindeers are successfully riled up in my attempts to sow chaos. And everyone is seeing that there's a change in the reindeer. What we're going to do? We need the animal husbandry guys in, and we need the toilets fixing. So now that means that Frostbite, you have a +1 to your roll.
Oh, let's go. What am I rolling for?
So we've riled up said reindeers. The toilets are completely ruined, and there's just poop everywhere. One guy honourably went out in a blaze of poo water. What is your plan to bring us closer to our goal of offering the terms? This is all while a violent counterattack is happening from the other elves.
Hot cocoa Molotovs all over them while they're trying to clean up the poo-poo water. Someone's got to get out there and bilge all this poo-poo out of the snow. Poopsicle is not a fun thing to deal with.
A question about the hot cocoa Molotov. Was that what it was?
Correct.
Is there alcohol in it? Or is it you just throw a cup of hot drink at someone?
I mean, we could change it to Molotov hot toddies. That's still a thing. Or cider.
Is it also like...
Anything with a bite to it.
Do you throw it with a saucer and cup?
Yeah, you know what? That would still work.
It's fine if not. I'm just very British.
We could have like... It could have like a tea bag kind of effect there. With a gunpowder steeping. We just light the end of the tea bag.
Ooh. Gunpowder teabagging. At the elevation from the usual teabagging. I see. So... Is there a skill that you want to apply to this roll?
No, I think I'm just gonna roll for this one. I can't really think of anything.
Roll a d6.
My tooth fairy heritage is not gonna apply here. Oh wait, it might if we're flying. I don't know. I don't have wings though. No, you know what? I'm just gonna roll. Raise that go. I rolled a 4.
Something good happens. So you make these Molotov hot toddies, and that means that... Oh wait, don't you get a plus from the last time?
Yes, I do. So that's a 5.
So that's a 5, which is a success.
Hey.
There we go. So we are almost beating our goal here. During a riot, you make these Molotov hot toddies, and it's going great. People are threatened. You actually throw a few. They don't want to be caught on fire. Is that the effect of the Molotov cocktails?
No, just burn them a little.
It's like hot coffee on your lap in a Starbucks, and no one wants that, especially when you need to poop at the same time.
No one wants to be burning and freezing in the snow at the same time.
Also, with the freezing outside and the veritable river of shit that is now happening because of the blocking of the toilets, that must be a scene. Outside, liquids freezing quickly into just like a blanket of brown outside the workshop.
It's beautiful.
I can't tell what's poop and what's your hot chocolates.
Where the elf ends and the poop begins.
Oh god.
Oh my lord.
So you don't take an injury. Instead, that Molotov cocktail idea was a massive success. And now, Snow, what is it you want to do now to hopefully have us succeed in offering terms?
All right. Well, since Billy the Unimportant died, the whole family has to stop working and attend his funeral. So no presents are getting wrapped or processed. But we'll come back and we'll bust our ass if they're willing to come to the table and let's talk about improving our working conditions.
Excellent. So are you going to use your gift wrapping skill in this?
Oh, I sure will.
Wait, so you're actually wrapping gifts? I thought you were making different versions of Christmas jingles. I apologize.
No, like we're actually rapping,
Oh, okay.
not rapping.
I don't know, man. I just work here.
That's the 6th elf that we didn't invite.
Well, the first one was a 1.
Okay, so that's an injury.
So before leaving the factory, the one slips in the river shit. Hurts his arm. And then what's a 3?
A 3? Oh, that's something bad happens. That means Paul gets a -1. So you go outside, slip in shit, and that causes a negative with Paul.
He definitely doesn't get workers' comp after that.
It slips and it splashes and gets in his mouth.
Oh no!
Bruh.
Oh man, you eat the poo poo too. That's 2 elves.
God damn it, man. My family's got shit in their mouth.
That's why they love toilets.
I guess so.
There's just too much shit in mouth. We need to deal with this.
They love their work. They don't like eating it.
That can be said for a lot of things, like ass. So what are you going to do to hopefully have us succeed in this?
I mean, we got this dude wrapping gifts.
Mm-hmm.
I sabotaged the toilets and died for it. One of my family members died for it. Okay, so like,
Long live.
what are we gonna do here? I say we go all in and we give him an ultimatum.
What's the ultimatum?
Ultimatum's gonna be either you meet our terms or you meet your impending doom.
Ooh! I like it. Roll that d6. Unless it's a skill?
No, I don't have any skill. Like, my toilet skills are gonna work here. This is pure aggressive intimidation.
You know what? I believe it. I felt it. Roll that d6.
6. We got a 6.
Oh, it doesn't even matter that -1. That's still a success. Boom.
We got it.
I mean, I guess after a violent counterattack happens, And then the resulting force from us is reindeers going rampant, killing elves, and then there's a river of crap running through all the workshop, and then soaked in crap like Apocalypse Now rising from the poop,
Riz up from the filth.
pointing at the CEO Santa and just being like, right, things are going to go a lot worse if you can believe that can happen. So yeah, we succeed that, and now the counter offer begins. So, oh god, it's me. It's me. Oh god, I want to use Gudolf's nose somehow. Oh, my delicious smelling.
Would we use it as a flash for a camera where we could pretend we got, like, nudes of Mrs. Claus and sell them even though they're heavily photoshopped? It would just be really good for that smear campaign.
That's perfect. A part of the smear campaign, I use Gudolf's nose, and I put it on a light bulb and pretend it's a red room, and I'm printing saucy photos of Mrs. Claus. Let's do this. Let's roll that 2d6. Oh no, that's 2 3s.
Uh-oh.
Which means that you get a -2 to your roll.
What?
Yeah.
Why you gotta break balls, man?
So apparently, in my attempt to make the red room happen, they're like,
Got these nudes of Mrs. Claus.
that apparently brings a -2 to whatever you do next.
It's because we're ramping it up before we actually get past the picketing.
Yeah, we're not even in the picketing
We've
stage.
chosen violence before going on strike or rioting.
I delve too deep into the right at Mrs. Claus, which is a touchy subject for all of us. Okay, so what's your next plan? Knowing that you have a -2.
It's clear that violence in the beginning is not working, and Santa Claus is holding strong with his simp elves just completely hugging up on his nuts. We're gonna have to try something different. What if we actually did break into his house and find his ED so he really couldn't get it on with Mrs. Claus? Because we said he didn't, but we didn't actually find anything or do it. We just lied about it. What if we actually did?
Let's find that ED medication.
Okay, that was a 5.
A 5.
The next one's a 1.
Oh my god.
You gave me fucking minuses.
Yeah, so with a 5, it reduces it down to a 3, but because it doesn't carry on the next roll, but you've got a 1, which is an injury. So, something bad, so you cause a -1 to snow, and in that whole heist of getting the medication, that elf actually dies. Your first elf dies.
I'm sorry, bro.
How does that happen?
Okay, so while he's breaking in, he's keeping as stealthy as he can. He dosed the shit out of Santa and Mrs. Claus, which made that particular elf's batch of teeth gone. He made sure that they were out. He wasn't expecting the giant Christmas Rottweiler that was protecting Santa's house to wake up during the whole process, because my giggling ass could not keep my ass shut. Not at all. I was laughing the entire time. I drew faces on them. I was yucking it up, and I woke the dog, and he just tore me to pieces.
Oh my god, so there's now a dangerous Rottweiler in the mix that also killed one of your elves.
I mean, he probably purchased it when we decided to throw Molotov, Cocoa Tails, and hot toddies, so that didn't help.
Okay, so one elf has been mauled to death, and yeah, following that, Snow, you have a -1. What's your plan here?
I think I'm gonna use my family shtick here, and being all dusty, I'm just gonna go around and start sprinkling dust into Sense's machinery. Try to cause a backup.
I love it. Such a good usage. Make that do d6.
First one, 3 minus 1, which is a 2.
So yeah, so that's an injury. Okay.
And then the next one is also a 2. Great.
No way, is it 2?
Yeah, it's a 2.
Okay, so in your attempt to run around, put all the dust in the machinery, I can kind of see what happens to kill your elf. However, I will say before that elf dies, you could use its ear to re-roll if you wanted to.
Ooh, you know what? Yeah. Just reload that.
Possibly avoiding death.
But that's a 5.
It's a success! So you get dangerously close to the machinery and it causes a success somehow, which I'll mark that down. 2 Excellent. How does that happen? I mean, it speaks for itself, I guess. You put the dust everywhere, it causes a breakdown of the machinery, now they have to accept offer.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
Now they're desperate. They need us back.
I guess you could flavour that injury as, you ripping off your ear. Who knows?
No, the ear gets stuck in the machine. It just gets ripped off.
I see. Excellent. Okay. So in that case, you don't have a -1 to your next anything, Paul, so you can make a normal roll. What's your plan?
Remember, we're still at counter offer. We still have
Yeah.
to go on strike, so they're just going to replace the materials.
Yeah, I say just maybe try to gather a little bit of support for the cause, maybe to
Excellent.
We
maybe
get some
raise
of
a little
those
bit of
elves on
money.
our sides and make up for the wrongs where we were super violent in the
Yeah,
beginning.
we're gonna get
them on our side.
we're gonna get the other elves that were loyal to Santa and try to get them on our side again.
Excellent. Make that
Alright, I'm gonna
roll.
Roll 4.
That's something good. That's something good, which means that I get a +1, and that was you assembling the elves, bringing them back on our sides. I guess it works. And now I have the floor open to make another attempt with a +1. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you? Alrighty. So, oh god. Okay, so I walk out of the room where I've been doing the whole fake nudie pictures of Mrs. Claus. I saw that you've been killed by a Rottweiler, and now all the machines are broken, and you've gathered all the elves together.
Hi everyone, I'm new. So I apologize if I stumble when I speak. This guy, give it up for with the wind. I think that he's been doing a fantastic job, and I think we can all agree that he's making some grand good points. I will say, with everything breaking, wouldn't you like it if the reindeers weren't so rowdy and killing us in the streets? I can do that if you agree, if you join us, maybe?
I'll roll that d6. 2d6. Oh god, so that's a 1. And something good. So, I don't know how that works. I get killed, but a part of that, I'm gonna re-roll. I'm gonna re-roll that 1 with my ear. And hopefully, it's a 5. Okay, excellent. So, that's a +2 to your roll, Fox. Sorry, there you go. After that -2, you can have a +2 now.
Hey, let's go.
So I avoid death, I keep myself, and now you have a +2. I guess after both of us talking, they're all on our sides, now the floor's open for you.
Awesome.
Nice.
All right. After thinking about my early violent ways and grieving for the loss of one of my clan, did we end up getting them on our side after all that?
I suppose they're listening.
Okay.
Yes.
We're all gonna pitch in to help right the wrongs. We're gonna help fix all their toilets. Or at least we're gonna say it. We're gonna fix all their toilets, get rid of all the poo-poo water, and make any of the repairs that were sustained along the way on us. And but we have to try and convince them that we really do deserve more pay and or at least better, safer work environments, because we've clearly showed how things could easily go wrong if something goes missing.
Very good. Very good. Okay, make that roll.
I rolled a 6.
It's stupendous success. We did it. We beat the stage 1 after. Oh god, how many deaths is that? 5. Okay, so after 5 deaths of the elves, we do manage to bring them on our side. Negotiations are complete, and all it took was someone drowning in shit water, someone getting torn apart by a Rottweiler. We're gonna move on to stage 2, going on strike. This seems a bit more simple, so we're in the step of getting materials. So we have the elves on our side. After that violent counterattack, after all that, we've shown them that, hey, we do need pay. We do need better pay. Because right now, things are going bad. And if minor things happen, then major results are very bad. So, let's actually get these picketing supplies together. And who was the last person to go? Oh, you did the +2 to your roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
So, it's now up to you, Snow. And we're getting materials. So what are you going to do, Snow?
So since we're a bunch of gift wrappers and we got boxes and paper and all this other supplies, it's going to go down to the warehouse and start getting everything we need.
It's perfect. Okay. Do you want to make a 2d6 roll?
Sure will.
Make that roll.
Well, that's 2 3s.
Okay. So that's a -2 to you, Paul, unfortunately. How does going down the factory cause a massive issue to Paul?
I think it's because we're using company supplies for trying to strike, so the
Oh,
bosses just get really pissed.
that's gonna bring down our side here. Okay, so after we get a good old scathing from everyone who is not a fan of us using company materials, what's your plan, Paul?
Well, think we're gonna have to maybe outsource. Maybe get somebody else to get some for us, you know? So maybe we'll get some of the I don't know, maybe some of like the snowmen or like, some of the like the little creatures that are in the North Pole and have them get some materials for us.
Nice. Okay.
And I'll use my my earring. What like I have a pair of $5 earrings that are replicas of the Great Queen of Elves, and I'm gonna bamboozle them into thinking that I'm the Queen of Elves. So I'll use my extra title.
Love it.
Okay, this one's 4.
Which you do have a -2.
And the second one is 5.
Okay. So you do get injured in this process. However, that results in a success.
So when I went to go see the snowman, there was some crazy abominable beast there, and he took a swipe at me and took a chunk of my left shoulder off.
Ooh.
So I might not be able to fix any toilets this week.
Yeah, you can take the week off. You got the materials.
Yeah. I got the stuff though. I got the stuff.
We got the stuff. So now I don't have a minus. I'm thinking if we're gonna get materials, you've talked to the snowmen's. We've outsourced for materials. Let's further outsource with my animal husbandry skill. I'm gonna go out like Snow White and just stand there in the middle of the forest, giving a bit of a tune. Because I still have my one very battered and almost dead apprentice elf who's going to come out. And I'm going to let out a song, and hopefully all the birds and all the woodland animals, they're going to come out and help us find the materials we need. So let's 2d6 roll that thing. Oh my god, that's 2 6s.
Hey.
Meaning, that's 2 successes. We reduce that by 2 to 1. Okay, so we only need 1 more success in getting the materials. I guess the entire woodland beasts come along with the snowmen. It's an absolute Christmas miracle as they, without trucks, just front load a bunch of wood and sticks and bundles of stuff towards us so we could use it. And the next person to go is Air Fox, so you have the floor here. Hopefully we can get this marked off and we get all the materials we need.
Alright, so what else did we need here?
I got the wood.
We definitely need some wood, so maybe I can go convince the snowmen to help us knock down some trees. I could lend them some of my teeth to help soothe that abominable beast that hurt our friend here. If they help us get some trees, and in return they can get as many branches and extra twigs that they need to also make sure that they have enough arms and other decorations for themselves for the winter to stock
Because
up on.
of course, a delicacy for the abominable snowmen is teeth, human teeth specifically.
No, I meant to put them to sleep.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna sedate the abominable snowman and get the snowmen to help you.
Yes.
Excellent. So you can roll 2d6.
Okie dokie. First one's a 1. Oof.
Oh no.
Second one's a 1.
Okay. So they don't stack. Yeah. You catch. Oh no, that's me. You catch a death. Have you used your ear?
Ooh, yeah, I haven't. I can
You
reroll.
could re-roll it. However, you'll re-roll one of them.
I rolled a 5.
Oh, okay. So, unfortunately, in that thing, instead of just straight up dying, you die, but you cause a success. Somehow. How does that work?
They said that they're okay with getting us the trees, and they help us with that, but while I'm there helping them try and sedate the monster, it wakes up. Trying to get away, I also get mauled in my own way.
Oh god. Okay.
I am now missing both ears. One of them was not lucky.
Right, so step 1, done. Got the materials. Step 2, make the signs, is unfortunately where we find ourselves having a bit of an issue. So, Tree, can you roll me a d6?
Yes, I can. I lost my dice for a second. Okay, that's that's a 5.
Oh, rogue magic is going to give us issue. And Snow, can you give me a d6?
Also a 5.
Also a 5. Leftover magic animates and upsets an animal skeleton. Oh god. So I guess when I was like messing around with all the animals and stuff, some leftover magic animates an animal skeleton, which is now causing us issue when making the signs. What animal skeleton do you think it should be? Like a polar bear?
Polar bear is good.
Yeah, ravenous beast.
It's a penguin. It's fucking Newt Newt.
It's just
Newt.
You want an
No,
evil
no.
penguin.
a skeletal pingu.
Leave Newt alone, okay?
So in making the signs, we now have a necromantic skeleton of a creature causing us issue. So who was the last person to go? It was you, wasn't it, Fox? Okay, so it's now Snow, top of the round here. We need to make signs.
I think I'm going to use my bag of wrapping paper rolls, and I'm going to try to subdue the beast, kind of mobilize it.
I say, oh, you're going to like wrap it up in wrapping paper. Excellent, okay.
Exactly.
Do you want to do 2d6 for that?
Yes. So the first one is a 5.
Excellent, that's a success.
The second one is a 2.
That's it. That's an injury.
And a death.
So, I guess, you're trying to work with the beast. You successfully wrap it up in wrapping paper, but just unfortunately, how do you die in that?
So when I was wrapping it the wrong way, like standing on the wrong side. So I wrapped myself to the beast and suffocated.
You put the bow on, you're like, done.
Wait.
Shit, and saw that you were bound to it. Okay, excellent. So it is bound up right now. It's currently immobilized. No minuses to the roll. Paul, what are you going to do?
Well, he's all wrapped up, right?
He is. And there's a corpse of an elf also there.
I guess I will... We need the signs. Do we have to kill him to get the signs, though? Do we need them?
No, you could always try to distract him. You could make poo-poo bombs or pipe bombs. You're a plumber, right?
Oh, you know what? You know what we'll do? We'll we'll attempt to rig one of the pipes and cause a flood, and since it's so cold, it'll freeze. And it'll freeze them to the ground.
Excellent. So you're going to roll 2d6 with your toilet skill?
Okay, here we go. We got a 1.
Oh.
And then we got
What's the other one?
a 4.
Okay. So, unless your elf has not a remaining ear, sorry. Has your elf used it?
No, I'm
re-rolled
going to
ear?
use it right now, though. I'm going to use it. Ripping the ear off. 5.
Oh my god. So, the previous one that you got was a 4, and you've re-rolled it into a 5. So, in that case, you are not dead. You've lost your ear, but you've caused us a success, and you've given me a +1.
Hey.
So I guess you do completely freeze this thing in the poop water.
I got it. Guys, I got it.
We really got our hands dirty with this.
Oh god, so with a +1, I guess I just have like the open field to be like, right, let's make these signs. But I'm not sure what I can do. Oh, how about this? Okay, so whilst we're all out there making the signs, I mean, the creature's there. We're obviously like outside with the materials. So if we're outside, it's getting dark in the North Pole. I'll pull out that lighty nose from Gudolf, and I'll light up the way. Give us an ambient red light to make these signs. Let's do this. Apprentice Elf is going to roll 2d6. Oh no. That's a +1. Oh no, that's a success. Okay, I got a 5. So, I help light up the way with that nose, giving us all a light so we can make these signs. They're looking great. However, that red light angers like just a passing creature in the same way that it would anger a bull, and I just get absolutely turned to red mist by a passing bull, and the nose drops to the ground for the next elf to take. I'm dead. But I did give a... Oh no, it was just a success. Okay, we're fine. So the next person to go after me, Fox, We have these signs to make.
Oh my god.
The creature is now sedated. Well, it's frozen, so you got open floor here.
I'm gonna ask you to see if we could use those reindeer again. Maybe we could get wood from the tops of the trees, since going from the bottom isn't helping, and this way the trees could continue to grow.
Unfortunately, you are using your skills and not mine.
Oh, that's right. Crap. I'm gonna try and go at this again with my pouch of teeth and try and sedate these beasts so we can get this done. The snowmen are still willing to help. They really need those branches for the winter.
They're still basically fending off the abominable snowman, even still.
Yeah, if we could at least here, what we said, I'm gonna suggest that we sedate him and drag him off into a further environment, somewhere like where we could break off a piece of ice and shove him off into the water. Like have him go off somewhere on this piece of ice while he's sedated.
Excellent. So is that a teeth sedation roll? So are you rolling a 2d6?
Yes.
Excellent. Roll 2d6.
First one's a 5. Let's go.
That's a success.
Second one is a 6. Let's go.
No.
That's 2 successes. So, oh no, 1. So we have the creature that was causing problem in the beginning. It's frozen. I've died, but that's fine because the signs are being made. And while the signs are being made, there is not a chance for abominable snowman attacks because he's been sedated and just pushed off into the Arctic waters to be probably picked off by an orca somewhere. I'm probably getting the poles wrong with that one, but that's fine. So, we now have 1 success to do with snow. What are you going to do to make those signs?
I'm going to start painting.
Let's just do it. Let's actually make a sign. We've just been staring at cardboard this whole time. Let's do it.
Skills don't really apply, so 1d6. I rolled a 5.
Oh, it's a success. We totally do it. We have signs now. After all, we've took on 2 creatures, and during that time we still made some very, very nice signs. Excellent. So we're moving on to the final stage here. After completely destroying that, making the signs thing with those 2 successes, actually going on strike. So now we're actually striking. Now it's happening. We're outside picketing, I suppose. So, Paul, what are you gonna do?
Guess we'll get the party started and we'll get all the elves together and sit out in front of the factory and got our signs out and we're gonna start our chanting. The elves chant.
Give me a chant roll.
Uh-oh. 1.
Oh no. I think you've already ripped off your ear, so that is an injury, meaning you've lost your last hit point. So as we're all picketing, how do you die?
So as I'm walking there with my sign, I'm not really looking at where I'm walking, and I stumble into a ice cavern that was hidden below the ground, and I fall to my death.
Oh god. So we're all walking, and then there's suddenly one single elf falls into a pit, and there's a single distant cry as you fall. Oh god, okay. Fortunately there's no negative, but there's also no positive to this next roll. I guess we get there. We're out front. I've just witnessed you fall. I'm going to use this. It's a new elf I have to take the control of. So
Don't worry, guys. I'm going to use Gudolf's nose, and while we're out picketing, I'm going to make it sure that they can't ignore us with this very nice nose here. I'm going to make 2d6 roll here.
Oh my god. So that's a success. They are looking at us, and I guess because they're now looking at us, it's given you, Fox, a +1 to your roll.
So we need to first things first. We definitely need to get the rest of the elves on our side that are still technically working, and we can pick at the workshop front doors.
Is there any skill you're using, or just...
Nope, just flat d6.
Alrighty.
And that is a 5.
That's a success. It works. You gather the elves together. They're all on board. As we're stood out picketing outside, more elves join the cause, I guess. Snow. Things are going well. What are you going to do?
Let's see. I'm going to make sure that the truck's coming in and out. So dropping stuff off and taking out gifts, all the sleighs. I'm going to make sure they stay in there and they got to wait They gotta wait the 10 minutes required before they can pass.
How is that going to help us with the picketing?
Oh, it's gonna piss management off.
Excellent. I love it. Okay, make that roll.
And that's a 6.
That's a success. There's a massive backlog of trucks and lorries and sleighs bringing stuff in. They're all absolutely livid while we're picketing. Oh, it's an excellent scene for us. So, to capitalize on this great success, Paul, what are you going to do?
We're gonna get ready to ramp it up to where the news is gonna show up. Let's just say, how do we get contacting media? We're gonna contact the media.
Oh God,
We're gonna get the media involved.
We're gonna get eyes on this thing.
Yeah. We gotta make sure that they see us striking. You know.
Excellent. Make that roll.
All right, here we go. 2.
That is unfortunately an injury on this fresh new elf that you're controlling.
Fuck, man. I just wanted the news to come here, man. I want it.
I'm trying to think. You reach out to the press, and I guess they just do not care and give you a wallop.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh God. Well, there's no negative. I guess I'm going to. Do you know what I'm going to do? You've just been hit by the press. I'm going to look over to a different news station and be like, "Are you seeing this? Look what they're doing to us. Does no one care?" And make it a proper sob story using your injury, pointing out how hurt you are, and just to capitalize on it. I'm going to make the scene really, really emotional by bringing out the lighting system, and I'm going to use Gudolf's nose, giving us a 2d6. That is... confusing. Okay, so that's a 3 and a 4, so it's a +1 and a -1.
Oh.
So, nothing. So I guess I shout and I shout. And again, the press doesn't care, unfortunately. Fox, what are you going to do?
Okay, so the sob story failed?
Yes, unfortunately.
Crap. Well, if the actual news doesn't want to report the news, I'm gonna have to resort to TMZ using my Krampus roots here because TMZ is pretty fucking toxic. So just gonna roll flat 6 here and hope for the best. I rolled a 5.
That's a success. TMZ's loving it. We've only went and defeated. We've only went and succeeded for stage 2. TMZ is on our side. And now
that shit's viral.
Now that we are on the net, we are viral. Our names are in their mouths, just like poop was in Paul Guys' mouth. Now we move on to stage 3, and we're now down to riot. And the first point that riot is we gotta pay off those politicians. And I think perfectly, they know us now. Now that we're on the press, we're on TMZ, so now let's pay off those politicians. Snow, how are you gonna start this off?
I know. I'm gonna go to the head of Santa security, right?
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna tell him, hey, listen, we're doing this, and your boss is gonna go down for all the shit he's put us through. So it'll probably be wise if you get out of town.
I like it. You're gonna get rid of the security. That's awesome. Okay, make a roll.
It's a 2.
Oh, I wanted that to go well so bad. That was so fun. Oh God. Okay, so I guess walking up to the security, I guess we can figure out what happens.
He's just gonna punch me right in the face.
God, you go flying, you're hit by the security guard. It's not looking good. Oh God. Paul, save us.
Oh man, I'm just gonna have to use my skills of being a toilet crafter, and I'm gonna have to convince this guy that hey, you know, the toilet you're using is making your health bad, and he's getting sick from it. So we're gonna trick him into thinking that he's sick, and that everything he's doing and everything he thinks is not really as it is.
And of course, you're an authority on toilets, so
I am.
Make that roll.
I am. There we go. We got a 6 and a 2.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Oh God. Does this elf have an ear? Does this one have an ear? I think it does.
Yes, it does. It does. I'm gonna re-roll the 2. Reroll the 2.
Come on.
6. Oh!
What? So it was a 6, and what was the previous one?
6. 2 6s.
Oh my God. That's 2. No, that's 2 successes. So Snow walks up, tells the security, "Hey, you better get out of town." Gets a wallop in the face, but no one messes with the guy who deals with how you poop. and it's an absolute shit show. They leave, all the security's gone. The toilet makers, they win again. I think I am live on YouTube. Yeah, I am. Okay, let's roll 2d6s.
Oh no!
It's 2 6s. Oh my god, it works like a charm. It works so well. Okay, so yeah. So who's next? Fox.
I could try and seduce one into taking our side and looking the other way if maybe some lap dancing and favors were in order.
Oh god, we're going down that route. We're going the seduction route.
We gotta do what we gotta do, okay?
Is there a skill involved in this seduction?
Because I don't blend in, my tiny womanly figure stands out. He notices me, I guess.
Oh, okay. It's like being picked out from across the bar.
Yeah.
You're peacocking.
Yes.
Okay, make that 2d6.
Okay, first roll. Oh, that's a 3.
Okay.
Second roll is a 4. Oh, shit.
Okay, so no positive, no negative. I guess, like, he sees you, but you just have a nice conversation. And it turns out he's a super swell guy, but he empathizes, but he's not into helping out. So you part ways. And I guess we gotta go with Snow. How are you gonna save the situation? We're so close. The politicians are in our back pocket. What do we do?
I think I'm gonna run a cancel campaign and be like, Sen is not this great guy, and if you don't agree with us, you're the problem.
Love it.
And then politicians will have to make all sorts of laws.
What? Where is this campaign going? Is it on X?
You know what? It is. It's going on Candy Cane.
I was going to make a joke about X being the X in Xmas, but Candy Cane is good. I like it. Okay, so make that campaign.
Nope, that's a 1.
Oh no! Does your elf have a remaining ear to re-roll?
Yes, because the last one.
Yeah, this is the third one. Yeah, he does.
Let's try it.
Okay, so you could re-roll.
It's a 4.
Oh, okay. So you swiftly avoid death. It would have been amazing to describe how you gained an injury making a cancel culture campaign on the internet, but yeah.
Karens everywhere.
Instead it goes to a something good. So you avoid a violent mob with your cancel campaign, and instead you just give Paul a little bonus with your campaign. So what are you going to do, Paul? How are you going to capitalize on this campaign that he's been spreading?
Let's see. I will.
We always leave Paul these serious predicaments.
I know,
I
right?
apologize.
Every damn turn.
He's here to clean up our mess.
All right. Well, I guess I gotta bite the bullet, and
It has struck me that, like, in the games of Goblin Quest that I've seen being played, like, I remember someone was playing one where it was like, oh, we need to, find treasure and stuff. And we went straight towards unionize. Which is, I love it, it's so fun. But we're sat there, like, some things it's, like, quite silly, and some things we're sat there, like, how do we get the politicians to listen to us?
since we're at this advantage, I'm going to we'll roll to like maybe hook up all the politicians with some brand new Japanese style toilets.
Oh, they can't
so we
refuse.
get extra roll. Yeah, they can't refuse it.
They got a built-in bidet.
Here we go. First one's a 5.
Okay.
Then we got a 2.
Oh wait, that's a success.
Then we got a 2.
Excellent. Okay. Wait. So the first one gains a +1, which means, I mean, regardless, it's a success. They take the Japanese toilets. They absolutely love it. But unfortunately, in all that, you somehow gain an injury. How did you gain an injury after the Japanese toilets are installed?
Let's just say that I wasn't exactly the best elf for the job. And one of the toilets, what do they call it? Bidet?
The bidet, yes.
Yeah, the bidet, it was misfiring and I ended up flooding the room I was in and I couldn't get out and I drowned.
Oh my god, I thought, oh no, you get an injury, you don't die.
Well, yeah, so I almost drowned.
I thought you were going to say that, like, the bidet goes off and it gets you in the mouth, as it, like, every single one of your elves gets something in the mouth.
Damn it, not this one.
You've avoided that mouth intrusion. Yep. Okay.
Yes.
So after installing those Japanese toilets, after the great success with the politicians, now we move on to looting. Oh God, so who's okay? It's me. Well, I think there's plenty I can do here. Well, with my animal husbandry, after riling up those elves, now that we got some money from the politicians working for us, keeping us in the good name, I'm gonna start off this looting with sending all of the animals I can, smashing into windows, really causing a scene. Let's do this with a 2d6. Oh no. Okay, so that's a success. So the looting does happen. Things are going bad. Oh no, that was there we go. Things are going bad. The animals are working hard. However, I gain an injury. I guess they confuse me for the other kind of elf, and I get hit by a stray deer, and it gores me a little bit, and I lose an arm. That could be it. So, after the looting is starting, Fox, how are you going to capitalize on this?
Oh boy. Well, since I lost a clans member from Santa's Rottweiler dog, I'm going to take the opportunity during all this hustle bustle while their security is escorting Santa to a safer location to loot around and look for something that we can use against him and not publish it right away, but contact him afterwards and let him know, like, look, we got this. There's pretty much nothing you
God.
can do unless you
Blackmail him.
comply. Yeah. Blackmail, thank you.
Oh God. So is there a skill, or is it just a d6?
Will we be able to use noticeable marks as skills?
You can use your noticeable mark, you can use your heirloom, and you can use your expertise.
I think I'm gonna chew my way through his upstairs candy cane windowsill and loot through his drawers and find Mrs. Claus's OnlyFans that he didn't know about, but now we do.
Oh my God! It all comes out. What's it called? What does Mrs. Claus do in her OnlyFans?
What doesn't she do?
That is a very good question. Maybe some of it's letting some of her recipe secrets go through sensual ASMR where all we're seeing is an apron.
And now I'm going to make cookies.
Oh no.
Or reading saucy stories by the fireplace.
That's weird. That's weirdly wholesome. I love that to death. Just Mrs. Claus like, hello everyone. Let's read 50 Shades. Oh, a good one.
It was the night before Christmas and all through the house. Not a creature was stirring except in this house.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. If I could grant inspiration, I could.
Alright, so am I still just rolling one?
Unless you have a skill. Oh no, you
I'm using my teeth to get in.
Roll a 2d6 then.
Okay, the first one's a 5.
Success.
The next one's a 5.
2 successes. Wow, that OnlyFans thing really broke the mold. Santa is livid, I guess, at Mrs. Claus. Oh, he didn't know about it.
He had no idea.
Oh God. So Santa Claus is
And
livid.
when he had to confront her, she had to be like, how do you think I get all these elves to work every year? They're her biggest fans.
Oh my God. So are you unionizing to get better pay?
Better pay, better work facilities, better time off. We work all year round. We don't fucking stop.
I was going to say, is our payment Mrs. Claus's exclusive content? Okay.
No.
We're stood outside picketing with just breasts drawn on a sign.
I'm not going to throw any of our fellow workers under the bus, but the elves are her biggest fans.
Yeah, I was
but
subscribed.
we don't want to let that information slip. We're just letting it slip that we found this, he had no idea, and to protect her and him, he would have to comply.
The only one of my elves who wasn't subscribed to the OnlyFans was the apprentice elf, but he's dead, so he can't say anything now.
Yeah, we don't really talk about that because we don't want people to know.
No, I respect people's privacy, and that's why I'm giving Santa a chance here.
Oh God, yeah, there we go. It's a merciful blackmail. Oh God. Okay, let's move on. So Snow.
Alright, so I'm gonna use my big bag of wrapping paper. And I'm just gonna start hitting every store in town.
Is it like you're actually beating people with it, or are you TPing them with wrapping paper?
Oh, I'm TPing and then oh, it's a nice TV. Yank
Nice.
in the bag.
But wrap it up first, yeah?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. So
Oh, it's
make
two
that
threes.
Oh no. So that's a -2 for Paul.
Mother.
Oh my god.
Okay, so what you gonna do?
So, I stole everything and I was wrapping it, but I didn't. I had other presents in there, so I got confused, and so I just gave everything to Santa's sleigh.
Oh god, yeah, you just take
Everything's
stuff out.
Stop.
You just complete his list further. Oh god. So yeah, you have a -2, unfortunately, Paul. What's the plan here?
We're about to go to the workshop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to steal all the tools. All of them.
Oh, perfect.
We're taking all of it. So that way, even if we do come back, we can't work.
Great idea. Excellent. Okay, make that roll.
Unfortunately, I don't have any skills to help do that, so we're just gonna roll one.
That's fine.
3. -2, I'm dead.
Oh no, you don't have an ear, do you?
So, no, so in the process of me stealing the wrenches, a tool bag falls on my head, and a wrench falls in my mouth, and I suffocate.
Because every one of your elves
Just
is deaf by mouth.
glocks you.
You ever glocked a wrench?
Yes. Yes, we haven't. But we have now.
There's a first for everything. So that -2 is successfully abated. Oh god, so I'm there in the workshop. I dramatically put my hand out and shout, "No," as you can take a wrench to the mouth. I'm there with your body. I will avenge you, brother. I will avenge you. I'm gonna give another crack at stealing these tools, but I'm not just gonna take the tools. I'm gonna run around. I'm gonna put that what's it called? I'm gonna put Goobolf's. I forgot what I called it. No, Rudolph. Goodolf. There we go. I put Goodolf's nose in my mouth. I'm going to use it as like a headlamp almost, and I'm going to get those tools. I'm not going to let your death be in vain. 2d6. Okay, so it's an injury. So I die. However, good news. I got a success. I got a 5. So we steal the tools. I get them out. I throw the tools out. Yeah, oh, that's what it is. I throw the tools out. We got the tools. We're not going back to that workshop. Sod them. And then just a single wrench, similar to you, just comes down and pierces right through my head. And like the bottom of the wrench is coming out through my chin, and I was left gargling as I fall down dead.
Damn.
Okay, so we only have
wrenches.
one more step to do. One more. And who's next? Oh, Fox. Fox, save the day.
Me.
Fox, we're dying all over the place.
Oh god.
2 elves down.
I'm gonna use my skills for not blending in and let's see, distract and see if another one of our clan can get in there while I'm distracting the people that have the tools. Or that own the tools. So first dice is a 5.
Oh, that's a success.
Second one is a 2.
Oh, that's an injury.
But I still have an ear, so fuck this, I'm gonna reroll this.
Nice.
It's a 5!
Oh my god, so we
Let's
get another
go.
success in the next one. Okay. Right? So, we successfully loot all the tools. We've moved all the stuff from the shops. It's an absolute scene of carnage. We've did it, but unfortunately... Oh no, you rerolled the injury, didn't you? And we get a success on burning the workshop down. I think we know how you help. You start the embers of flame. We all kind of look and go, huh. If we take the tools, we can't go back to the workshop. Why don't we just, take out the middleman here? Let's start the burning down of the workshop. Let's do it. Okay. But we do need to roll what goes wrong. So, Paul, can you roll me a d6?
Yes. Uh-oh, it's a 1.
That's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna need your help here, guys. So, because this is like an adaptation from Goblin Quest, number 1 says orcs and bugbears cause an issue.
Ooh.
However, this is a Christmassy town. So what do we think we should replace orcs and bugbears with?
Abominable snowman and
Narwhals.
Jack Frost. We don't swim. The narwhals are peaceful. We can go with Jack Frost.
Okay,
You
so
don't want to piss off Jack Frost.
Oh my god, that's what it is. You sent the abominable snowman on the ice. He didn't get picked off by a sea-dwelling predator. Instead, he made his way to another island where, after like hours and trudging through snow, he found just a colony full of abominable snowmen, led by Jack Frost and his Jack Frost minions, and now they're here amidst all the looting. While we're trying to burn down the workshop, they're trying to put out the fire just to spite us in their icy ways. So, to go back, who is it now? Oh no, it was you that did the 2 successes, so now, Snow, things are looking bad. What are you going to do?
Oh, I know. I'm gonna run inside the workshop. I'm gonna go to all the cardboard and all the paper supplies. I'm just gonna throw them all over the place. I'm gonna start lighting this bitch on fire.
Nice. Get the kindling going. Does that mean you have 2d6? Because it's packing material?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes. That is a 4 and a 3.
Oh god. Okay, so it's something bad and something good, so it just cancels out to 0. So you do lay out the kindling. The kindling is ready. However, because of the onslaught of all these abominable snowmen, while you don't take any injury, you're just weaving through legs. You can't quite light it, but you've laid down the kindling. Left the groundwork for Paul. What are you going to do?
Well, I am going to run out to the back generators where all the kerosene is used to fuel the generators, and I'm going to attempt to steal the kerosene.
Excellent. Is there any skill that you're going to apply, or is it just that d6?
I wish I had a skill. I wish. I'm not a very good
apply
thief.
like the thing with the wrenches. Maybe you have to unhook the kerosene, so you do need your own plumber's tools here. There's pipes and stuff involved. You do have to take the fuel out of the generators, unless you're just stealing the generator.
That is true. Okay, so yeah, we'll use the wrenches that I stole. Mm-hmm. One of the ones from my family member's mouth we'll use as well. And we'll attempt to detach the pipes that connect the...
But now we're going to find out if that wrench that you took from that elf's mouth is now made sacred or it's cursed. So make that roll.
Yep, here's the roll. It's a 4.
Okay, something good happens. And what about the other d6?
And a 5.
Oh my god. It was a blessed wrench that you pulled out that guy's mouth. Blessed by your previous elf's death, we have a success as you unhook the pipe for the kerosene, and something good happens. I guess you start spreading kerosene all over the place, which means that all of these abominable snowmen and Jack Frost are literally getting covered in kerosene, ready for the embers to catch flame. And you do give me a +1, so thank you very much for that.
Welcome.
Okay, so what can I do with my skills? Okay, I've got animal husbandry. I smell delicious. That's perfect. Okay, abominable snowmen, they're here. There's yetis coming in. They're all hairy. They're covered in kerosene. It's time to use my delicious ability. I'm going to walk up to the cardboard that you laid down, put it on myself, and I'm going to pretend to be a delicious looking sandwich. Let's make a 2d6 to attract those guys over to more kerosene. Okay, so it's 2 2s, meaning that I'm instantly dead. Unless I use an ear to reroll into a 3. Okay, so I think it's pretty easy what happened. Oh no, I get a +1. Okay. So what was me going to take an injury and apply a -1 has instead turned into I apply a -2 and take no injury. So Fox, you have a -2. Unfortunately, I'm very sorry.
She saved you.
Crap.
You saved him, Box. You saved him.
You see me dress up like a sandwich as 3 abominable snowmans look and be like, do I smell beef? And I guess you get a -2.
Okay, so what they don't know that I don't want him to die become actual food while distracting, so I'm gonna dose the bread on the outside of his little sandwich there. So when they try to eat him, they get through the bread, they're gonna fall asleep before he could die.
So I love how like the teeth thing has become like sleep powder. It's quite sinister. I love it.
I grind it up. I grind it up so fine. Nobody knows the difference.
Oh god, it's that kind of powder. Okay, so you have a -2, unfortunately,
Okay, so the first one's a
which
5.
turns into a 3. That would have been a success,
The next one's a 5.
which turns into a 4. So you got 2 successes, and they both got minused into not successes. The only way you could change that is if you have a
Really
ear.
unfortunate. I have 1 ear left.
So you
I
could
think.
re-roll.
No, I have
What?
2. I have 2. I have. How many do we have? We had 5 elves, didn't we?
You've got 3 full elves left.
I don't think I was gonna say I don't think I've used more than 2. Okay. So I'll re-roll.
Okay, you've
Well,
re-rolled that.
One of them's a 6.
Wait. Can we use another L's ear?
Yes, if you're controlling one elf
Or not?
and you've used that elf's ear, you can't use another elf's ear. I don't think.
Okay. Yeah.
Did I use this one's ear?
Yeah. So
Yeah, you
if
for sure. Yeah, you're for sure used that one's ear.
Okay. Well, then I can't do that. So I'm at a stalemate here. They're asleep now, so you're not gonna die. But I sustained an injury. Did I get that mixed up? Or did you die and then
no,
nothing
I
happened?
didn't. I was going to take an injury, but I applied a -2 to your roll. You rolled a 5, which means that it reduced it down to a 3, giving Snow a -1. On your second roll, oh no, your next roll a -1. You rolled a 5 again, making it a 4, which is a +1 to Snow. Complicated math.
So he doesn't have any pluses or minuses. He's good.
We don't have a success, but you've given Snow a +1 because the -1 applied to your roll,
And she didn't get injured, really.
and you didn't get injured. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So basically, your turn was giving Snow a +1. I guess I've turned myself into a sandwich. You've doused kerosene everywhere, trying to get me into a kerosene sandwich. So now you have a +1, Snow.
We got a
All right.
recipe for disaster going on here.
This can either go perfectly or very bad.
Yeah.
All right. So we have kerosene everywhere.
We do indeed.
I'm gonna go to the fuse box and start fiddling with it to make electrical sparks.
Excellent. This can only go very well.
That's a 2. That's a 2. That's bad.
Oh no. Oh
Yeah,
wait,
he dies.
that would have been an injury, but Fox give you a +1. So instead, you don't take an injury, but you do apply a -1 to Paul.
Damn it!
Oh, the fuse box is blowing. The lights are out.
Yeah, so you narrowly miss getting electrocuted, but unfortunately, with all of the lights, yeah, as you say, the lights are out, so now you have to operate in the dark now, Paul.
Oh, god damn it. Alright, well. Let's see. What are we going to do here?
This workshop is a horrendous place. We've got abominable snowmen, Jack Frost, we've got elves running around, there's kerosene everywhere.
So I'm going to search for a batch, or I'm going to search for the. What could we use? I'm going to search for a flashlight.
Find a flashlight. Okay.
I don't have any skills that's gonna help with this one. This is just pure luck. Because I'm gonna be looking around in the dark. I'm, look on the ground, look in the drawers. See what I can find. There's a lot of kerosene in there. 2.
So full on, like, Velma trying to find her glasses on the floor. You're padding around on the floor, and I guess you get hurt? How'd you get hurt in this situation?
Well, I was feeling around for a flashlight, and apparently I ran into a mouse trap, and it took off one of my fingers.
Oh, God! Yeah, you get caught in the mouse trap. You lose a finger. And there's no minuses to the next person's roll, but we're still in the dark, which is fun. And I'm still running away from abominable snowmen dressed as a sandwich.
But I take an injury there, right?
Yeah, I'll apply that.
So, fuck, I'm getting... It's not looking good for me.
I'm gonna be honest, you've very much took the brunt of our group. Like, every single minus,
He's gone full cleanup crew here.
like, every time we've done anything, there's just been, like, a minus, a minus, a minus.
Oh, no. It's okay, I'll accept it, alright? I'll accept it.
You guys are a tough clan. You've handled a lot worse. Look, I'm gonna have to pick up the
They do
pieces
handle
here.
poo every day.
That's why we're with the wind, okay?
Oh god.
We'd be dying like the wind.
You know what I'm gonna do? You're searching for all this. I'm going to combine some things here. It's only going to be one application of dice, so it's fine. I'm going to use my animal husbandry. I'm going to, convince a little bird to come down. I'm going to give him Gudolf's nose and say,
Here, take this, light this place up. Help him find his glasses. Help him find his contact lens. Help him with the fuse box. Let's get this done.
so I'll roll 2d6. That is an injury. And the other one is a 6. So I guess with the use of Gudolf's nose, it's now lit up in here. There's an ambient red light in here, making it full-on horror movie style. Whilst I gain an injury, I guess I get slashed and I get picked up and hurt by the abominable snowman that I'm trying to lure away. Fox, it's now you.
Oh boy. What are we at here, Birdie? We're still in the trying to burn shit down, right?
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna use the plugged-in Christmas lights, and I'm gonna chew through them with my sharp teeth, and see if I can light some of this shit on fire with maybe some electrical work here.
So your plan is to bite through the
So-
Christmas lights.
Yep. So
Go
in the
for it.
stable part of this workshop, we've gotten all the reindeer out because you have them. They're safe. But there's a lot of dry hay in here. So I think I
Perfect.
can make this work. So I'm going to chew through these Christmas lights and light this place up. So
Give me 2d6.
first was a 4. I
Something
go with a
good.
6.
A success. So you do indeed lay out that's a 3. You do indeed lay out the kindling, and you cause us something good. We're moving slowly towards burning this workshop down. I guess you do actually bite through the Christmas lights, narrowly avoid getting electrocuted, and do set this here on fire. It's burning. It's on fire. Some of it's covered in reindeer piss, but it's going. Right. So in that case as well, Snow gets a +1.
You know what? Since Jack Frost and the Abominable Snowmen are in here, I'm just gonna run around and start locking doors, trap them in here.
Oh my god, we're gonna go down with the ship.
No, we're elves. We're small. We can fit through like window space.
Oh, perfect. Okay, they can't get out. Excellent. Make that roll.
God, that's a 3.
Okay. Oh, but you do get that +1 from Fox, right? So that's a 4. So instead you cause something good to happen. You do indeed lock all the doors, and now they can't get out, they're trapped.
All right.
Alrighty, so Paul, what are you gonna do now? There is light, there's a red light, there's a fire going up caused by electric lights and hay, and all the targets that we want to burn up are inside the building.
Looks like everything's going according to plan. I'm gonna prepare an escape route.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna attempt to find the exit and make sure that it doesn't get blocked off by anyone outside,
Excellent, okay.
so we can get out. I'll roll 1 for that,
Alrighty tidy.
and we got a 5.
Excellent. Even with that +1, that's still a success. So, we are moving closer towards our goal. We're 2 successes away from beating this game here. So, it's dark in here. It's going up. The fire is happening. You make the escape route. You signal us all over that we can escape, so now it's left up to me. Oh Christ, I forgot I was next. Okay, how am I going to get us through here? I'm going to not use Gudolf's nose again, just because I'm going to say that it's lighting up the place. Do you know what it is? We need to make sure these guys stick around. They're all panicking. So, whilst I'm dressed up as this sandwich, I'm going to move towards the fire is and say, "Who wants roast elf?" And because I smell delicious, I'm going to mask all that smell of smoke and burning hay pea smell. Let's make a 2d6. I'm upset that I did this. So I'm very sorry. I rolled a 5 and a 6. Meaning that is two successes. I'm very sorry that I took away with the success. But yeah. You know what? For the coup de grace, I'll say that I run into the barn where the fire is going up. It's just about catching the kerosene. You make the escape route. Everyone's running out. Meanwhile, I'm like, they're going to see you all running towards the door. I know what I must do, and I dive into the barn where the fire is. They're all going to jump in and they're licking their lips, going to eat me, and then suddenly that one bit of fire catches on the kerosene and boom, the workshop's gone. And boom, and with that, with an explosive ending, we've successfully unionized?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Question mark?
No, we actually didn't unionize. We successfully won Christmas.
However, though, maybe from the bad actions of Santa, maybe a better Santa will rise up. Maybe there'll be a different one, like that one film by Tim Allen. Maybe there'll be a different Santa that steps into place of the worst Santa. Maybe we'll have a different Santa to go to, or maybe we'll just, I don't know, do something else. You'll go on to be a plumber. You can continue your horrendous reign of stealing people's teeth, and you can, I don't know, open your own factory. And I'll work on a farm, I guess. I'll maybe go back to that politician who likes me. Anyway, and with that, we've successfully beaten Goblin Quest. Thank you all for joining me. This was Chaos, as usual. I hope you enjoyed. Did you enjoy the game?
That was a lot of fun. I liked it.
Good game.
It's wacky, it's weird, it's very different from the whole roll of dice, D20, see if you beat it, fight monsters and stuff, but, it's a different taste. It's always fun to shake things up near the Christmas season.
I like the over-under. Like, if you get below this, it's this. It's simple. It reminds me of the paranormal game that I played.
Yeah, it's very, very, simple and it's wacky and fun, and the rules, I like the mechanics of just simple base D6 stuff. It's fun. But with that,
That was good shit.
I think I will end this recording, and hopefully all this went well. But thank you so much for watching. If you've watched the entire thing, I'm looking at what is 2 hours and 5 minutes. I'm going to cut some down, so hopefully it's good to watch. But thank you so much for watching, and remember, the Jingle Jam, as of time of posting this, is still going on. You have a couple of days to get your bundle. By paying £35, you can get £1,000 worth of games. You have the likes of Tabs, which I'm a big fan of, and some other great games that you can pick up. But you can give to charity whilst getting a great Christmas present in return. See you later. I'll see you next Saturday. Love you all. Bye-bye.